What a save! Score! Trevor Babin putting on a show tonight. Scores! It's go time! Live from the Florence Center in Florence, South Carolina, it's time for a Saturday night edition of Columbus River Dragons hockey. Hello, everybody. My name is Liam Gotimer. As always, it's an absolute pleasure to be here alongside all of you as tonight the River Dragons and the IceCats play Game 2 of 3 this weekend. Last night, it was Pee Dee that got off to the strong start, both in terms of the contest and the weekend as a whole. Patrick Marcinkiewicz scored the opening goal of the game, and the IceCats never looked back en route to a 5-3 win on home ice over the Dragons. With that, let's take you back. At the center ice logo, it's Ryan Galvin and Dennis Zaitchik. The puck is dropped. The IceCats take possession. We are officially underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on tonight's game. As getting in touch for the first time, the goaltender for Pee Dee, that's Brendan Colgan. Behind the net, Cody Wickline. He'll come out from behind the net. Underwood cannot keep it in, so we have a delayed offsides. $1:25 into the game. The first period of River Dragons hockey is probably brought to you by our friends over at Chick-fil-A in Midland. As Dominic Marcinkiewicz, number 11, he loses the puck. Nathan Balkwill, number 18, he'll move it along on the backhand only as far as center. So Lykov on the rush. Nobody between number 13 and Trevor Babin, who made a sensational save. Here's Kyle Moore. He was the overtime hero on Saturday night. Colgan able to stop that one through traffic, where Columbus was able to skate away with both games. As Colgan makes a glove save. That will allow Razulov to move up into space. Houston Wilson to the left, save, rebound! Oh my goodness, did Babin get a piece of that with his stick? His dangle around Brody Thornton unsuccessful, but Patrick takes it right back. He shoots, he scores! My goodness, what a goal. It's 1-0 Pee Dee, 7:18 into the game. That's how dangerous Patrick Marcinkiewicz is. You think the opposition has no space? Well, Patrick Marcinkiewicz can create space where there seemingly is none. It's 1-0 IceCats. They draw first blood. That means Patrick Marcinkiewicz, CJ Stubbs, and Tyler Barrow all tied with 35 goals as Ryan Galvin will fling a drive into the midsection of Brendan Colgan by Galvin. Here's a one-timer. Dominic Marcinkiewicz denied by Trevor Babin. He got his glove in the way. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz with a step on Colton, and Babin makes a standing glove save. It's still loose. At the side of the net, Marcinkiewicz sends it off with a crossbar, I believe. 1-0 on an early goal from Patrick Marcinkiewicz. No power plays on either side. Here's a chance and a shot off of the crossbar from Frolov. That sound screamed around the building. Here's Colton, the trailer. Storjahan. There was a body in the way. Here's Wickline, near wall. Samaro looking for a tip. They score! Tyler Barrow says, I'll take that lead in goals right back. He's now got 36. No kicking motion. It didn't go off his skate, went off his knee. So the River Dragons have even the score. And what did I say? What did I say, right? You kill off the power play. You increase the confidence of the group just a tad. A shot from Salvaro, deflected in by the leading goal scorer in the entire FPHL, Tyler Barrow.
1 minute remaining.
Welsh has it back from behind the net to the middle. They score! Just like that, it's 2-1 Pee Dee. 54.6 seconds to play here in the first period. Benjamin Pizzamenti gets the goal, the former River Dragon. He's on the ice for this face-off that comes inside of the defensive zone. Lost by Jemayev, so Patrick Marcinkiewicz will shoot. Jemayev, though, despite losing the face-off, was uber aggressive onto Patrick Marcinkiewicz, and what do you know? Nearly helped to produce a turnover from the IceCats, who just made the play inside of their own zone, and Miguel Diaz chips it home. Right now, the puck in the defensive zone for the River Dragons. Behind the net, Pizzamenti. He's shoved around by Colton. Robinson at the wall will keep it in. The extra whack from Jemayev unsuccessful. He'll continue to fight. Robinson comes away from the pack, and Babin made the save. Another chance incoming, and Babin stops that. Jemayev finally will filter it over to the left for more. Colton eludes the pressure from Lightcop. Here's Jemayev in over the line. He's got Hunter with him. That's turned over. Perhaps a breakaway for Houston Wilson. He cannot put it home, but the trailer does. Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Patrick's with a goal tonight. Dominic's with a goal tonight. The River Dragons will chip it out. It's Doherty with Galvin. Doherty, left side. Delayed penalty here on Pee Dee. Colgan makes the save. And he gets shoved into the back of the net, and this will create a kerfuffle. Scaldi and Frolov have each other in a hug. Now Galvin and Xavier Abdella. Doherty ready to drop the gloves with anybody who wants to. And we are going to have a fight. Here we go. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time! Skates Scaldi and Vadim Frolov. Frolov, 6'1", 202 pounds. Skates Scaldi, 6'0", 170 pounds. And that was not much of a fight. That was a wrestling match. Columbus on the floor in the core, penalty kill as they score. Pee Dee makes it 5-1 with a power play goal. And something that hasn't changed, the fans. They come out in droves to support their team. You gotta love it. Wickline all alone, he scores! Don't go anywhere yet. Cody Wickline has scored the second goal of the game for your Columbus River Dragons. Danger ensues when Columbus is able to set up. Dominic Marcinkiewicz makes sure, at least for another 20 to 25 seconds or so, the River Dragons still aren't able to do that. Here's Barrow, right wing side. What a pass. Storjahan, high slot, he scores! .6:52 to play. It's 5-3, a Publix power play goal from Alex Storjahan. Ten seconds left. Here's Barrow with one last chance. Tries to thread it through a couple of sticks. Colgan gets the last touch outside of Hamilton, and this game is over. The IceCats win this one by a final score of 5-3. These two teams will be back in action once again tomorrow night. Fans, as you just saw, the River Dragons last night fell by a final score of 5-3 to the Pee Dee IceCats in what was the 9th head-to-head meeting between the two clubs this season. The River Dragons now with the slimmest of margins in their regular season series against their division rivals. 5 wins, 4 losses. The club got goals from Tyler Barrow, Cody Wickline, and Alex Storjahan in that order. For Barrow, his goal was his 36th of the campaign. He is tied entering play tonight with CJ Stubbs of the Binghamton Black Bears, the former River Dragon, and Patrick Marcinkiewicz, who will be playing in tonight's game. Cody Wickline and Alex Storjahan would score less than 2 minutes apart in the third period, with the club down 5-1 at the time of Wickline's tally. It made the score 5-3, put the IceCats on their heels a little bit, but the home side would go on to win. In goal, it was Brendan Colgan, the former Dragon, who earned himself the victory. 24 saves on 27 Dragon shots, while Trevor Babin, he started the game, was replaced by Jacob Snellenberg in the third period. Babin pulled due to a little bit of a cramp that he endured at some point during the game. That, according to head coach Bichard, who we will hear from in just moments on Coach's Corner, brought to you by our friends over at F&M Cigars. Snellenberg surrendered 1 goal in his professional debut, which came in just over 10 minutes of game action in the third period. The River Dragons, with the loss last night, fell to 25-14, 4-3-1. They remain at 87 points, while Pee Dee crept within 21 points of the River Dragons. They are now 20-21, 4-1-0. They have 66 points. We're going to send it to our very first commercial timeout of the night. Then, when we return, please enjoy Coach's Corner featuring your head coach and the franchise legend himself, Jerome Boom Boom Bichard.
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks.
You forgot popcorn.
Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better, 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom?
Coach, can families run that play too?
Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons.
The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the Lair on Friday, March 27th and Saturday, March 28th, as the club takes on the Bonville Moccasins. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we wear red, remembering everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m. with the atmosphere expected to be electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score! Let's go, Dragons! scored 5-3 last night, but scored 2 goals in the third, showed some solid resilience.
Oh, I love your positivity, Liam.
Always positive.
Yeah, you know what? All the way around the whole game. I mean, for whatever reason, we had no legs. We got beat all over the ice, basically. You know, in the third period, we kind of found our legs a little bit and got something going, but too little, too late. You know, I think that's the game, basically. I mean, they outskated us. They didn't really out-hit us, but they outskated us and out-executed, and we couldn't get our legs going.
Trading the page tonight, you got heavily outshot through the first 2 periods. How do you ensure that that's not an outcome that we see tonight? You know,
Liam, that's a silly question.
Every time. I'll learn.
Well, I mean, I already said it. We got to skate. I mean, it's pretty tough to get in a rhythm when you're stuck in your end for 45 minutes to a minute. Get out, dump the puck. There is no forecheck. It's coming right back in, and you're, again, on your defense and trying to defend and get out of your end. So bottom line is we've got to move our feet, compete, execute a little bit of something what we're supposed to do, and it all starts with skating.
In the third period, we see Trevor Gavin exit the game. Can you explain to myself and fans?
Yeah, no, Babs was cramping up. I didn't think it was hot in here yesterday, but I mean, he did see a lot of shots, and I'd like to think whoever was counting the shots were probably not very accurate. I would like to think there was probably more shots than what he faced on the scoreboard. But you know what? He could have. It could have been a whole lot worse if he wasn't in the net. It could have been 10-0 after the first or second period for sure. He made some huge saves, and you know, I thought he played well and did his job. And you know what? It was good to see Snelly get in there. And you know what? He's mighty, or he's a little guy, but he's a competitor, and I thought he showed well last night.
I was about to mention, Jacob, he seems to be an absolute gamer, coming in a tight situation, making his professional debut.
Yeah, you know what? When he went in, he was a little nervous, I'm sure, but he stood tall, and he made all the saves. You know, the one that snuck in was a power play, and that happened to be the time I walked off the ice in disgust of the bad call. So not only, oh well, let's just get there right now. You know, not only we were bad, but I mean, I didn't think officiating was on their best game as well. So, but I mean, yeah, I just had to go. I had to go to the bathroom, so I went off and took a break, and they scored their goal, and I came back out and finished the game.
What did they explain to Morsey
you know, I think in their mind, you know, you chip the puck past the defenseman, they're not supposed to be able to get in your way and stop you from going to get it. And you know what? They saw something different. They saw the puck stuck in the guy's feet, and they did not see Morsey try to skate around the guy. I saw that Morsey chipped the puck, and the defender got in his way and didn't allow him to get to it, and that's interference all day long. And as Morsey's going by, he hit him with his hand, whether it was incidental or coincidental roughing or punch, or I don't know what it was, but it is what it is. And yeah, it was time to take a break.
You've been through a lot of fights in your career as a player. Skate Scaldy and Lenny Volva, what did you see there?
You know what? Yeah, I've seen a couple takedowns. You know, WWE. That's what these fans like to see, and you know, you have a big production, get out to center ice, and you have that. It's not very pretty, but again, I love Skate's enthusiasm and ready to try to get our team going, knowing that we do have to play against them tonight and the next night. So brings a little energy to the table.
Pee Dee playing the second of a 4-game week. What is the overall message to your locker room for the puck drops team?
Well, you know what? I don't even want to say that to the guys if they don't know that already. You know, we just got to come out and again, skate, compete, execute. You know, and you know the ice is a little bit smaller than here. The neutral zone's pretty tight. You don't have a whole lot of room. And again, last night, not be able to get out and be able to skate at all. Like, I mean, we couldn't create anything. And, you know, we just got to kind of adjust our game a little bit and get our feet moving and play a little bit more deliberate, not as much standing around waiting. Like, we were all waiting for the puck all night long. The puck has to be moved a lot quicker. So, you know what, this will be their, what'd you say, 3 and 4? Yeah, this is their 3 and 4. You know, tomorrow will be 4 and 5. So, you know, we got a good jump on them and get our game going. You know, there is no excuse for not being able to find our way last night. But you know, that's what happens when you get on the road and buses. You got bus legs, and for whatever reason, we just couldn't get out. No, we did some positive things. We actually completed a couple passes, and we did some nice bang plays, and you know, finally we kind of got through them, and you know, again, I already kind of spoke about it earlier. It's just those you know, you're defending for a minute and a half, and then you go in and dump it. You don't get a forecheck. You can't bang. You can't be physical when you do that. So it is what it is, and we know what we need to do. You know, so you have to walk all the way across the ice. It's a little bit more in your face as opposed to just kind of walking down the bench and they won't really know what's going on. And I probably will get fined for it. So thanks for bringing it up, Liam.
I can always cut that part out, you know.
That's all right.
Back here in Florence, Liam Gotimer here with you, your play-by-play broadcaster. The IceCats, nobody wants to see that. Nobody watching the River Dragons, of course, wants to see that. The starting lines for Columbus are on your screen. There are no changes outside of 2. Skate Scaldi slides out of the lineup. Joel Texmo will be this evening's extra forward. Scaldi last night, of course, fought Vadim Frolov. On defense, everything remains unchanged. Brody Thornton with Justin Summerow. Nathan Balkwill, as always, paired up with Captain Kirk Underwood. Lair Patakin with Josh Colton as Mike Wynn misses a second consecutive game. In goal, it's Tyler Roy. Jacob Snellenberg, well, he came in relief of Trevor Babin last night in the 3rd period. He backs up Roy this evening. Shifting from the starting lines to the pest of the game. The pest of the game, as always, is proudly brought to you by our friends over at Cook's Pest Control. And if you saw it on social media, tonight's pest of the game was supposed to be Jake Jurgenite, who was put on injured reserve. How pesty? Well, that means we have to find another pest of the game. Let's go to the back end where Jake Jurgenite plays. How about another player named Jacob? It's Jacob Hamilton. He plays on defense, 6'3", 220 pounds. He's 30 years old, already has played this season with the Orlando Solar Bears of the ECHL, a league, of course, affiliated with the National Hockey League. Hamilton wears number 2 for Pee Dee. To counteract the pest of the game, well, it's the fire starter of the night, and it's Kirk Underwood, number 11. He is your captain. He plays on defense, and he hails from Littleton, Colorado. Tonight will be Kirk's 47th game of the season. And overall, for Kirk, tonight will be his 231st game as a River Dragon. When he reaches 234, he will become the all-time leader in games played in franchise history. Always a great opportunity to highlight our captain, number 11, Kirk Underwood, and tonight, he is my fire starter of the night. Before we get you to puck drop, here's what's going on around the FPHL. The Binghamton Black Bears taking on the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Twin City in Athens after the Rock Lobsters paid a visit to Winston-Salem yesterday evening. Gus Ford, 2 goals. The Port Huron Prowlers, they're visiting the Watertown Wolves this evening. The puck drops at 7:30. Also at 7:30, it's the Topeka Scarecrows in Columbus, Indiana, taking on the Sentinels. This was a lopsided score yesterday evening. Biloxi and the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Blue Ridge on home ice once again. The puck drops at 7:30. And one final game to tell you all about outside of the River Dragons and the IceCats. That's the Monroe Moccasins and the Baton Rouge Zydeco on the Bayou. The puck drops at 8:05 Eastern Standard Time. With a look around the FPHL, here are the standings entering play tonight. Athens, Monroe, Columbus, and Pee Dee. The top 4 teams in the Continental, the top 4 teams qualify for the postseason. Pee Dee, with their win in regulation last night, crept within 21 points of the River Dragons, while 5th, 6th, and 7th, Twin City, Baton Rouge, and Biloxi in that order. River Dragons right on the precipice of clinching a spot in the playoffs. On to the Empire. The Binghamton Black Bears, they have 119 points. How many will they get by the time the season is closed? We'll see. Port Huron, they're at 84 points. They are planted in second, unless Topeka or Blue Ridge has anything to say about it. The Bobcats have quietly been playing some very good hockey over the last several weeks. 5, 6, and 7 in this order. Danbury, Watertown, and Indiana. The Sentinels close out the Empire Division. With that, I'm going to leave it to ice level for tonight's national anthem.
All those that serve and are currently serving our country. Thank you. Fans, please remain standing. Gentlemen, remove your hats. We honor America with our national anthem, brought to you by Austin Wilson State Farm, and being performed tonight by Bill Cotton. Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and its twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watch, we're so gallantly stream, and along its regiment the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
20 minutes on the clock. Both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Pee Dee IceCats for the second of 3 games this weekend. Before the puck drops, we have a ceremonial puck drop. Coming to the far side corner of the ice, it's your captain and the fire starter of the night, Kirk Underwood, and the captain of the Pee Dee IceCats, number 21, defenseman Nicholas McGill-Diaz. In this first period, which as always is proudly brought to you by our friends over at Chick-fil-A in Midland, the River Dragons will skate from left to right. The club is wearing their white uniforms with the black and teal letters and numbers along the back and on the sides. Head coach Bichard will begin tonight's game with Nathan Balkwill and Kirk Underwood on defense. Up front, it'll be Ryan Hunter, Alexander Jemayev, and Kyle Moore. In goal, it's Tyler Roy. The IceCats will attack from right to left. They wear their black uniforms with the gray and blue letters and numbers along the back and on the sides. The goaltender for the IceCats is Parker Rutherford. He wears number 30. While Gary Graham's group outside of the goaltender will be Timur Razulov and Dominic Della Civita. Those are the two blue liners. The forwards, Dennis Zajic, he wears number 8. Vadim Frolov, he wears number 18, and Patrick Marcinkiewicz, number 27. Of note, Marcinkiewicz and Tyler Barrow tied with 36 goals apiece. Those two and CJ Stubbs, the league leaders. Jemayev and Zajic in the center ice dot. The puck has been dropped. We are underway. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on tonight's game. So Jemayev, the forward out of Creston, British Columbia, he will whack it into the offensive zone behind Parker Rutherford. And in talking to head coach Bichard last night, it was a frustrating evening all around. The club struggled to generate much through the neutral zone and subsequently the offensive end as well. Tyler Roy makes a glove save 22 seconds in. Roy, 17, 8-1. He hails from Brighton, Michigan, 6'2", 190 pounds, a 3.88 goals against average, and a save percentage of .883. His last appearance was on March the 6th against the Monroe Moccasins. He gave up 7 goals, 25 for 32, in what was a losing effort on home ice. So here is Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Over to the right, Frolov shoots. The puck did bleed out as it connected with Roy's gear. No trouble, though, for Columbus, who will come out on the attack. Alex Dorjahan scored in the third period last night. He scored the final goal for the River Dragons. He shadows Nicholas McGill-Diaz, who gets to the neutral zone, not much farther. Inside of the blue line, the IceCats will whack it up north. That's Houston Wilson, number 17, playing with Alexander Lykov and Dominic Marcinkiewicz. Interesting to see the two twin brothers separated as a one-timer from Lykov. Roy makes his biggest save of the game. The puck dumped behind Rutherford as sliding into the end boards hard is Cody Wickline. Wickline gets up slowly, but it's good to see him now back on his skates. He's at the near post, now gets up and gingerly will make his way to his teammates on the bench. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, meanwhile, on the offensive. His centering pass winds up in the far corner. Right point here is Jordan Popoff, number 25, the former Dragon. It comes to his defensive partner in Dominic Della Civita, who misses wide. Popoff again, 3 players up high. Lykov switches with Popoff, and a shot comes to Roy. He does not know where it is. He winds up with Welsh behind the net, who centers through the stick of Marcinkiewicz. Hamilton will thread the puck through a couple of sticks to Dominic's, who's at the left wing wall. Pee Dee looking to get set up in the offensive zone here, 2 minutes and 25 seconds into the game. The River Dragons still looking for their first shot onto Parker Rutherford, but they have their first hit. It's Scott Doherty. That's some 13-on-13 crime right there as Lykov took the hit. Now he scores the goal. Well, that's the definition of taking a hit to make a play. thought Laikov may had gotten a tip in front of the net. Leading the line, though, was, of course, the best of the game, presented by our friends over at Cook's Pest Control. Jacob Hamilton. 17-17 on the clock. The IceCats, as they did last night, opened the scoring. That was a shot from out high that just drifted past Roy. And I guess no deflection in front. As another chance incoming, this is Welsh. How about Colton to block that one off as near wing, Kyle Moore, late offside. The faceoff will come outside of the blue line. First as an IceCat for Jacob Hamilton. It's Hamilton unassisted at 2:44. No assists on the goal right now. But that, of course, could change. There's a shot from the wall. Roy stops it down and he'll smother. A similar start, though, to tonight's game from what we saw last night. Pee Dee back on home ice. Third game of a 4-game week for the IceCats. Energy, the name of the game for the home side. They are bringing it. Now the assists come through. So it's officially Jacob Hamilton from Alexander Laikov and Dominik Marcinkiewicz. The goal comes inside of the opening 3 minutes of the game. It's Patrick Marcinkiewicz, right wing side. He'll smack it off the far boards. Now Columbus overtakes possession. It's Kyle Moore. In the neutral zone, Ryan Hunter will shoot towards the net. It misses Parker Rutherford's glove by a tad. As taking a hit behind the net from the fire starter of the night is an IceCat. The puck separated from the home side. Now Scott Doherty will shoot. He did not miss. Beating Rutherford upstairs cleanly by all that much. We'll see if that shot will spark the River Dragons offensively. Underwood will have to race back onto a puck that was too hot to handle at the point. Solid feed, though, through center, onside. It's Stefanini. His bid was blocked. Doherty shoots, goes off of the side of the net. Stefanini, his attempt low to high, intercepted by Patrick Marcinkiewicz, who will work in. He dances to the mid slot. And Doherty will say, I'll have none of that. And strip Marcinkiewicz, tap it back for the defense. Now he receives a cross-ice feed from a teammate in stride. Tyler Barrow loses his lid. He'll immediately go off to the bench as Rutherford makes his first save of the game. 4:47 in. Scott Doherty asks Jordan Popoff, do you want some? To be continued, I'm sure. Remember that Jordan Popoff and Alexander Zhumaya fought when these two teams played in the Fountain City. One lineup change outside of the goaltender for the River Dragons. That's Joel Texmo coming in for Skate Scaldi. And it's Joel Texmo who will get his first shift tonight, playing alongside Tyler Barrow and Alex Storjahan. Storjahan and Barrow crunch up their man. Storjahan goes down and so does Barrow. The puck comes to the neutral zone. Columbus plays it into IceCat territory, but again, Della Savita will pick it up. He'll backtrack. Wilson in between the circles. Popoff over the red line. His pass goes. Marcinkiewicz dishes it back. Here's Hamilton already with a goal tonight. That a hard shot that connects with Roy's glove. Barrow looked to set something up offensively. Shooting is Texmo. That's a 5-hole save made by Rutherford. Columbus keeps it in. Storjahan, Barrow waits, left dot. Storjahan shoots. Fought off by Rutherford. Wilson does just barely clear. Dominic Marcinkiewicz will give it up to Brody Thornton, who stands his ground at his own blue line. There's a delayed penalty coming up on Pee Dee. Way too late of a whistle. I'm not sure what took the referee so long. And do we have a penalty on each team? Rutherford went to the bench. Could have sworn Barrow had indicated he was interfered with. But no, do we have a continuation of last night, it seems. 14:02 to go here in the first. The River Dragons will be shorthanded when we return.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
.558 into the game. The River Dragons, the first to be down a man. It's Alex Storjahan in the box. His penalty, 2 minutes for cross-checking. Okay. Shot from the left. It goes out of play. On the ice for Pee Dee, that's Elijah Wilson, not to be confused with Houston Wilson. Elijah wears 16, Houston wears 17. Elijah Wilson gets a touch off of the face-off to the line, Miguel Diaz. Here's Houston Wilson, right dot. Elijah Wilson, left wing corner. Drew Welsh behind the net. Pressed up by Patakin and sauced almost to me. It goes off the glass. I'm all the way up here in the suites. Elijah Wilson, near side wing. His zone entry clean, despite Jemayev trailing him. Kyle Moore has the puck near side half boards. He seals the deal along the wall. Columbus, in last night's game, did give up a power play goal. It came in the third at 9:20. That was Patrick Marcinkiewicz. There's another clear for the River Dragons. Comes to the neutral zone, and the only play the IceCats have, tap it back to Zajac. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, the pass for Zajac again. Nathan Balkwill will shoot on net. Rutherford steers it, and Ryan Hunter nearly banked it in off of number 30. Rutherford was out of position. Smart play by Hunter to shoot it immediately. Rutherford lucky to keep that puck out. Columbus still shorthanded for 46 seconds. Maybe that scoring chance, though, while shorthanded. Will lead the River Dragons offensively here in this first period. They have 4 shots credited. One more clear needed on this Floor and Decor penalty kill. It won't come here. Miguel Diaz, Houston Wilson shoots, and Roy with the stick Galvin gets physical with McGill. Diaz on the outside of the offensive zone. You'll love to see it. Kirk Underwood clears out to center. Pressure coming from Doherty and Galvin. Underwood will chase back against Welsh. He braces for a hit. Out of the box comes Storjahan. The River Dragons back to full strength. Here's a neutral zone takeaway from Houston Wilson. Patrick Marcinkiewicz lets it fly. It comes right back to him. Patrick takes a check. Underwood will dance with the puck. The D-to-D feed from Balkwill, who is heading off for a change, to Underwood is successful. Kirk does not clear it. He'll do well to get it into Pee Dee Ice. Della Savita will set up an offensive scoring chance, though. Zajac turns at the far circle. Mid-slot, it's Frolov. He scores. Not an ideal start, but plenty of time to get it back. The River Dragons down by 2. 8:43 into the game. That's 2 goals on 6 shots for the IceCats. Roy makes a save on the first opportunity for the IceCats after their second goal of the game. So it's Hamilton who scored first, Frolov next. Wickline overskated that puck. That's unfortunate. That would have been a 2-on-1 with Barrow. Can Columbus catch PD in a line change? Barrow has a lot of space to make something happen with the puck. Outside of the blue line, he'll roll it in behind Rutherford. There's a turnover. Barrow to the front. The puck pinballs off of Rutherford's pads. Brody Thornton hauled down. That is a penalty. Praise the heavens. 2 minutes for a hold on the IceCats. Going to the box is Alexander Laikov. The River Dragons did tickle the twine in the first game of this 3-game set on the power play. Alex Storjahan, the third. With 10:22 to go here in the first. Down 2-0. Columbus to the man advantage. Stefanini gains body position on his man, but his pass tapped by Houston Wilson. Shorthanded breakaway. Roy extends all the way out. Where's the whistle, finally? The puck 200 feet away from the net the River Dragons are trying to score at. Alexander Jemayev, a good start in achieving that goal of scoring one by winning the faceoff inside of the defensive end. There are the numbers on your screen in terms of the power play and the penalty kill for both the IceCats and the River Dragons. Stefanini fights for the puck and he will skate away. We have a delayed penalty coming up on the River Dragons. Yep. Halfway through the PD power play, and you know the IceCats are not going to give up the puck. They want as much power play time as possible once the River Dragons take possession, which they do. Tyler Barrow says, I'll take that. So the Public's power play is over. Womp womp. Let's go to a media timeout. We will be right back.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Oh my cheese. The new OM cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Four-on-four hockey for 49 seconds. Liam Gotimer back here with you. The score is 2-0 Pee Dee. On goals from Hamilton and Frolov. The penalty is to Brody Thornton. 2 minutes for what I believe is a slash, and Barrow just hit up high and shoved straight down right in front of the official. Miguel Diaz, one-timer, Robinson, my oh my. Hit the M boards. Here's a takeaway. Sturgeon will break out. Nothing going Columbus's way right now. Miguel Diaz with the poke check. But you gotta like Sturgeon having an active stick inside of the defensive zone, moving it up ahead for himself and creating a foot race. That's just the captain for the Pee Dee IceCats making very sound defensive play. The River Dragons now on the floor in the core penalty kill as Lakekov comes out of the box. A 4-on-4 turns into a 5-on-4. Lakekov, goal line. Right side, Dominic Marcinkiewicz to his twin brother, tapped to the middle, that's in between the two circles. Frolov shot, he missed the net. Another chance for Frolov. To the window it goes, now to the wall. Marcinkiewicz down said wall from Patrick's to Dominic's. Here's Lakekov with Roy sliding over to his right. He misses the net. The puck deflects off of Ryan Hunter and into IceCat territory with just 20 seconds of power play time left. Zajac for a streaking Lakekov to the front. Patakin, I believe, made the defensive play. Here's a one-timer from Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. That's a headhunter. Patrick's takes a check from Jemayev. Here's Zajac high slot. A screamer from Dominic's. 5-hole denial from Roy. Here's Patrick's. He'll shift right, then left. Look for his brother, and Roy went down to the seat of his pants and stretched with the glove. Columbus no longer shorthanded. 13 minutes and change into the period. Dominic's Marcinkiewicz still on the ice, and it's kicked away by Roy. Shots are 9-4. Here is Kyle Moore, and Rutherford has to make his toughest save of the game thus far with 6:42 remaining in the opening period. Several things to like, though, in that last sequence. Not only do the River Dragons kill off the remainder of the power play, that's important. Alexander Jemayev, not once, not twice, but 3 times, meeting Patrick's Marcinkiewicz at the blue line, saying, you're not just going to dance around the offensive zone. I'm going to come and meet you and shove you and send you down to the ice where you belong. And then, of course, Kyle Moore, prior to this face-off, got the scoring chance onto Rutherford. There's another one after Columbus wins the draw. So the score may be what it is, but there are things to like for the River Dragons. Joel Texmo will keep the cycle moving, but Timur Razulov has the puck for Pee Dee, D-to-D for Dominic Delasavita, shoulder thrown from Joel Texmo. Again, that physicality, Pee Dee really doesn't know how to handle it when the River Dragons are aggressive with their forecheck, and I think That's the reason why we see Joel Texmo into the lineup instead of Skate Scaldi. Not to say that Scaldi doesn't forecheck, but that's really Joel's game. Joel comes in, he throws the body, and he is looking for you to turn over the puck. Here's Wickline with Storjahan. Storjahan shoots. Rutherford another save, but more chances coming for Columbus over the last 3 shifts. You can feel that a goal may be in the not-so-distant future for Columbus. Storjahan with it. Onside, Wickline reaches, goes spinning at the dasher. He'll send it below the goal line. A feed from Storjahan to Wickline, intercepted by Houston Wilson, but holding the blue is Brody Thornton, who will shoot an attempt, or looking for a tip rather, from Wickline. He didn't get it. Barrow will shoot from the high slot. It bounces away from Thornton, who winds up at the bottom of the far circle. In some vacated space at Storjahan, rink wide, misses Barrow. Barrow picks it up at the wall. At the line, shooting is Thornton off of the leg of Legkov and into the PD bench. That forces a stoppage with 4:53 left. Back here in Florence, Liam Gotimer here with you. A quick recap on the goals so far. First at 2:41, Jacob Hamilton for the IceCats opened the scoring, assisted by Dominik Marcinkiewicz and Alexander Legkov. Then at 18:43, it was the fellow Russian, Vadim Frolov. We saw Legkov assist on the first goal. Frolov scores the second. Frolov's goal was assisted by Denis Zajcik. Both goals came at even strength. River Dragons did have a Publix power play in this first period that was negated after a penalty was taken by Columbus shortly into the man advantage. Zajcik, Patrick Marcinkiewicz, Roy. That's a massive save. He got all the way up. Had a chance to ask head coach Jerome Boom Boom Bichard about the status of Trevor Babin during Coach's Corner. He told me been a little bit of a cramp that Babs had suffered at some point in the game. And with the score where it was at the time of number 72's departure, no reason to risk any further injury with the playoffs imminent. Jacob Snellenberg got his chance in between the pipes, and he was pretty dang good. Gave up one goal. I don't think Patrick Waugh is stopping that. This will be icing on the River Dragons. Speaking of Patrick Waugh, Tyler Roy's favorite goaltender growing up, Patrick Waugh. Roy Waugh makes sense, right? Spelled the same, said differently. The officials conferring at center ice. Perhaps is the location of this faceoff going to change? Yes. To center ice. Noah Robinson and Alexander Jemayev. False start. How many of those did we see last night, am I right? Jemayev kicked out. Kyle Moore comes in. So here is Xavier Abdella. He wears number 6. Elijah Wilson, the forward on this line, and a great A scoring chance for Noah Robinson. Puck went high. 4 minutes exactly to go. Roy, a save on a shot from out high, and he got to the rebound too. Laird Patakin picks the puck up. Good pass in a tight area from Moore. Now the River Dragons forwards can spring up ice. Moore from below the goal line. The centering pass, Elijah Wilson first on it. At the top, Patakin did keep it in. The linesman said, let's keep on playing, but the IceCats forced the issue before Patakin was able to do anything with the puck at the top. So Hamilton and Abdella. Storjahan overtakes. His pass for Barrow! Into the net it goes! The River Dragons punch back with a goal of their own. It's 2-1. Tyler Barrow all alone atop the league in goals. That's his 37th of the year. Tyler Barrow, that's his 95th point of the year. Popoff will shoot in search of a response for his team, and Roy will gobble it up. That was one pretty play. From 3 players for the River Dragons who have chemistry like no 3 other players I've seen calling this game. As a shot to Roy blocked, and here they come again. Storjahan, Wickline, and Barrow. Barrow, Storjahan, Wickline across the ice, and Rutherford at the dive. Luckily his defense was there for him that time. Hamilton will whack it off of the high glass. Closing the legs is Underwood, and he'll shoot in on to the backboards. Rutherford touches it with his paddle. Frolov will skate ahead, and he will lift it. Roy tries to make the catch, but it was too high for him. As a result, Scott Doherty will get it to the neutral zone. Della Savita goes down to a knee, and he'll take a hit. Stepping up is Underwood, and he'll fling it high and wide past the stick of Rutherford, but it's firmly in the offensive end now. I would not be surprised if Columbus ties the game here in the final buck 47. Here's Noah Robinson, rink wide. Joel Texmo scoops and skates. Texmo, the center lane drive. He'll shove Della Savita. The clearing attempt stopped down by Doherty. His no-look pass right onto the tape of Welsh. Welsh with Pizzamenti. Pizzamenti's pass. His former teammate and Brody Thornton takes it. Inside of his own blue line, Joel Texmo across the ice. Thornton skates up. He'll reach the near circle. Goes spinning. Knocks down a puck that was in midair. He'll test Rutherford, who kicks it aside. We have a delayed penalty coming up. This will be on the River Dragons again. Joel Texmo going to the box. Head coach Bichard said, how about you cut out a little bit of coach's corner? I don't want to get fined. I don't want to get fined either. I'm just telling you all, I love my job so much. You can infer what I mean by that. That's all you'll get out of me. The River Dragons to the penalty kill again. You know who's getting their money's worth? Florence Decor. It's not due to a lack of discipline from the Dragons, I promise you that. All right, that's all I got. Joel Texmo, 2 minutes for roughing. cannot let the IceCat power play get hot. It's a power play that has both Dominic's and Patrick's Marcinkiewicz. Patrick's has the puck. It's blocked. And now a break for Jemayev. Short-handed. You bet. Very seldom does the puck lie. And in that moment, it did not. A short-handed goal with 22 seconds to go in the period for Alexander Jemayev. Blocker side on Rutherford. He picked that top corner. Now off of the faceoff, Elijah Wilson. Right circle, he'll drift right. And a glove save made by Roy. The goal comes at 19:37. It's Alexander Jemayev, a shorthanded goal, unassisted. Another shot onto Rutherford, this one from 190 feet away. Here's a rush chance for Houston Wilson, and Roy with the midsection, able to stop it right down. One last face-off here in this first period, which saw the IceCats storm ahead 2-0. It's now 2-2. Tyler Barrow and Alexander Jemayev, the reasons. Speaking of a number 8, it's Dennis Zajac who will take the face-off for Pee Dee, and a one-timer at the buzzer goes off of the post for Dominic's Marcinkiewicz. The IceCats positioned Dominic's Marcinkiewicz right behind Dennis Zajac for a reason. That was if Zajac could win it back cleanly, Dominic's was going to let it fly in pursuit of a go-ahead goal. He did, and beat Roy clean, but hit the post. That's just a cool hockey play right there. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes left to go. The Columbus River Dragons and the Pee Dee IceCats tied 2-2 after 1.
You're not the only one.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Well, that's the greenest SpongeBob I've ever seen. Liam Gotimer back here with you in Florence, South Carolina. It's the Columbus River Dragons and the Pee Dee IceCats for the second of 3 games this weekend. Let's talk about the opening period, which was entertaining, to say the least. The first goal of the game was scored at 2 minutes and 41 seconds of the period, off of the stick of Jake Hamilton. Hamilton took the shot from the blue line, and it tickled the twine. The helpers went to Dominik Marcinkiewicz and Alexander Laikov. I had thought there was a tip on the goal from the aforementioned Laikov. There was not. Laikov took a very hard check from Scott Doherty right before the goal. He got himself into position, which was in front of the goaltender, Tyler Roy, and did his part in his team scoring the opening goal of the game. So, like they did last night, Pee Dee found the back of the net first. They would find the back of the net second as well. The goal would come at 8 minutes and 43 seconds of the first period. It would be not Alexander Laikov, but it would be the fellow Russian, that being Vadim Frolov, a high slot ripper of a shot that beat Tyler Roy. Perhaps there was a screen in front. Less than 10 minutes into the game, it was 2-0 IceCats. The River Dragons were able to break through offensively at 16:49. They had several scoring chances prior to lighting the lamp for the first time in the first period. And that goal went to Tyler Barrow, number 8. He entered the contest with 36 lamps lit. That number was tied with the former River Dragons, CJ Stubbs, and a player on the opposition this evening, Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Tyler Barrow, for now, all alone atop the Federal Prospects Hockey League. His goal was assisted by Alex Storjahan and Cody Wickline, and this yet another example of why Alex Storjahan, Tyler Barrow, and Cody Wickline is the best line in the Federal Prospects Hockey League. You can't teach chemistry, folks. The River Dragons would tie the game at 19:37, while the team was shorthanded. In the box was Joel Texmo. He took a 2-minute minor for a quote-unquote rough at 18:57. There's 57 seconds remaining on the power play once the second stanza begins. Alexander Jemayev, though, with 23 seconds to go in the period, broke loose all alone. You talk about making the defensive play and then getting rewarded on the other end of the ice. That's exactly what had transpired for Jemayev, who had closed the legs, got himself in the shooting lane. He had recognized that the IceCats were going to utilize the center point to their advantage. He blocked the shot, all alone onto Rutherford. Rutherford may have been cheating over to his left. Where did the shot go? Upstairs and to the right. The score, 2-2. Jemayev's goal, unassisted. The shots on goal in that opening period officially 11-7 Pee Dee. The goaltenders, Parker Rutherford, made 5 saves on 7 shots for the IceCats. That's a good thing. Not a lot of rubber his way, and he hasn't made many saves. Confidence may not be high for Mr. Rutherford. Tyler Roy, on the other side, however, while he has given up the same amount of goals as Parker Rutherford, he has seen more pucks his direction. 9 saves on 11 shots, and Roy, like fine wine and some cheeses in that first period, got better as time went on. The shots on goal leaders for the River Dragons, multiple players with 2. Alex Storjahan, Brody Thornton, and Alexander Jemayev with 2. While for the Pee Dee IceCats, they are led by Dominic Smarson-Kevix and Vadim Frolov. That's the recap, folks, of the hockey game up to this point in time. What will the final 40 hold? We'll have to find out right here on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. This is Liam Gotimer saying we'll be right back. And when we come back, I am going to take all of you on a drive around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. It's the Out of Town Scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip-In, along with a gander at the standings around the league entering play tonight.
Playing for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior like beer.
We've got a dragon down on the ice.
The difference with Beam isn't just speed, it's service that you can count on. And when you call, you'll reach real people who live right here. And when you connect, you'll feel the reliability that makes Beam stand out. And whether it's working from home, streaming your favorites, or keeping up with everyday life, Beam keeps it all running smoothly. And right now, get our 1 gig plan for just $60 a month for your first 3 months. Fast, dependable, and local. Beam Broadband, connection you can count on.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overbee Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday.
A return to Florence means another look at our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by our friends over at Zelmo's Zip-In. Our first stop on our drive is Danbury, the Hat-Tricks, down 1-0 to the Binghamton Black Bears. Really, the Black Bears own the Empire. The Twin City Thunderbirds, they had a tough night last night on home ice. Gus Ford's return, well, Ford had his way with his former club. This evening, though, in front of what is a sellout crowd at the Aikens Ford Arena in Athens, Georgia, it's 2-0. Twin City. Rock Lobsters on the verge of being upset, but a lot of hockey yet to be played. Twin City, though, off to a good start. The Port Huron Prowlers, they are up 1-0 over the Watertown Wolves. That game being played in Watertown. The Indiana Sentinels and the Topeka Scarecrows. It's Indiana that has a 1-0 lead on home ice. The Biloxi Breakers and the Blue Ridge Bobcats. This was a lopsided score last night once the game came to a close. 2-1. It's Blue Ridge on top of Biloxi. And one game yet to be played. That is the Monroe Moccasins and the Baton Rouge Zydeco. The puck drops on that game at 8:05, which is in around 42 seconds. The Athens Rock Lobsters lead the Continental entering play tonight. Monroe trails Athens by 5 points. The River Dragons 9 points behind the Monroe Moccasins, while Pee Dee, even with their win last night, in which they gained 3 points in the standings to the River Dragons none, they still trail the club from the Chattahoochee River by 21 points. Twin City is in 5th on the outside looking in, still with a fighter's chance of the postseason. Baton Rouge in 6th, while Biloxi is the worst team statistically in the entire FPHL with 20 points. The Empire, it's all Binghamton, 119 points. Port Huron at 84 points. Topeka and Blue Ridge, that's going to be a dogfight to the end. Danbury, Watertown, and Indiana closes out the other division in the FPHL. Fans, before the second period begins, are you looking to upgrade your game day experience at home? Well, now is your chance. Enter for a shot at the Ultimate TV Prize Pack, featuring a 75-inch TV, sponsored by Beam, a team autographed hockey stick, and 4 prime-level tickets to a River Dragons regular season home game. And the best part, every ticket helps to make a difference. All proceeds benefit Project Greenlight, supporting local foster children and at-risk families right here in our community. So grab your raffle tickets today, support a great cause, and you could walk away with what is quite literally a massive prize. But don't wait. The raffle closes on 14, 15, no, the 16th. 16th, the raffle closes. And River Dragons fans, how would you like to take home a real piece of the action? For just $10, you, yes you, could win an authentic game-worn jersey from the team's current road trip in Florence. We're giving away 3 jerseys this weekend, including tonight's jersey of the night, Ryan Galvin, number 28. Head over to Dash right now to grab your tickets, or scan that QR code in the lower left-hand corner of your screen. Do you want better odds? Our $50 tier includes 5 bonus entries, giving you even more chances to win. Don't miss your shot at owning a one-of-a-kind piece of River Dragons history. Be sure to follow us on social media to see if you are the big winner. And who knows, Ryan may be the one to tell you. And remember, the raffle, just like the TV prize pack, closes on the 16th. Back here in Florence, one final commercial timeout before the second period begins. The score is 2-2. Columbus with goals from their leading goal getter, Tyler Barrow and Alexander Jemayev. The club will be shorthanded when we return, but for now, enjoy the segment I did not show you last night. I'm so sorry. It's Saves of the Week. Here's Christie driving to the net, and Babin said, "Get out of here with that one." In between the circles, Blount one-hands it to the left. Roy knocks it down. Rasmus Asp, bottom of the right circle. He'll twist and turn. Get away from Balkwill in the slot. Hagen Moe, biggest save of the night for Tyler Roy. Jemayev got the job done. Meanwhile, breakaway Christie, and Roy with the blocker. This is a clean zone entry for Christie and the Moccasins. Babin off of the mask. Another chance coming, and Babin the dive. He sheds his lid as he stonewalled Liarakos.
Roy. All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks.
You forgot popcorn.
Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better. 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom?
Coach, can families run that play too?
Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons.
The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the Lair on Friday, March 27th and Saturday, March 28th, as the club takes on the Bonwell Moccasins. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we wear red, remembering everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m. with the atmosphere expected to be electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score! Let's go, Dragons!
20 minutes on the clock, both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Pee Dee IceCats for the second of 3 regulation periods of hockey tonight at the Florence Center in South Carolina. In this second period, the River Dragons will skate from right to left. The club will be shorthanded for 54 seconds to begin the second stanza of hockey. The team is wearing their white uniforms with the black and gold letters and numbers along the back and on the sides. In the penalty box is Joel Texmo serving the remainder of a 2-minute minor for roughing. The IceCats skate from left to right. They will be a man up to begin the period. They open up with Denis Zajac, Alexander Laikov, Vadim Frolov, Patrick Marcinkiewicz, and Dominic Marcinkiewicz with Parker Rutherford in goal. The IceCats get set up in the offensive zone. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on the second. Tyler Roy says it's go time too, with a save up high. IceCats power play has been stymied so far tonight. 2 goals, both at even strength, and Ryan Hunter will throw the biscuit right off of the shoulder of Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Here is Frolov. He'll go skate to stick. That's a turnover. Balkwill on the backhand. Zajac picks it up right next to his own bench. But Pee Dee going to have to settle for some even strength hockey. Joel Texmo out of the box as they score. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, 37th of the year. The goal came after the penalty to Joel Texmo, so this will not be a power play goal for Pee Dee. The home side, though, has the lead. That's unfortunate because the River Dragons, I will tell you, that was one solid beginning to the period while shorthanded. Patrick Marcinkiewicz, one of those players. He can take a shot from nowhere that tickles the twine. Here's Barrow to Wickline. Save made. Barrow's got the puck from behind the net. Storjahan will wind it around. Welsh in the defensive zone. His feed picked off by Storjahan, who will throw it behind Rutherford. Picked up far corner by Della Savita. He's met by Barrow. The only play the IceCats have is Welsh, who's outside of the blue line. Stood right up by Brody Thornton. Here's Samaro gloving the puck down. His pass misses Storjahan, but finds Thornton, who shoots through a ton of traffic. He misses every single player in front and the net, too. Delayed offside on Pee Dee, and will be an offside. And that is an opponent offside. Just brought to you by our friends over at Old School Barbershop. Dominic Marcinkiewicz and Scott Doherty drawing in the draw. I don't think that's a fight Dominic Marcinkiewicz would like. Here's Larry Patakin. Ryan Galvin, his feed, Houston Wilson all over it, but offside, whistle down. Ryan Galvin, the jersey off the back player of the night, wins the face-off outside of the blue line, but it is Pee Dee on the offensive. It was Patrick Marcinkiewicz who had scored from the same spot. That time Dominic's denied by Roy. Galvin out there with Ben Stefanini and Scott Doherty. Josh Colton on defense with Lair Patakin. Of course, the club without Mike Wynn for a second consecutive game. Win out for the River Dragons, as is Lucas Texman. The puck goes out of play 3 minutes in. And talking to head coach Bichard about last night's game, he said we just need to move our feet, skate a little bit more, get off to a better start. The team did get off to a much better start. Really finished that first period strong, and I've liked what I've seen so far here in the second. It's just a goal scorer's goal from the league leader in lamps lit, Patrick Marcinkiewicz. It's another offside on the IceCats. Of course, the River Dragons and the IceCats will have 3 more games head-to-head against one another after tonight. Of course, tomorrow afternoon, and then back in Columbus for one more set of back-to-back tilts. The season series, it's 5-4 River Dragons, tonight's 10th game. Will Pee Dee even us up, or will the River Dragons extend their winning record over their newest division rivals? So Frolov wins it back. Chasing after it for the IceCats will be Abdella. That's Zajac. He braces for a hit, takes one. Popov D to D. Gets the puck back. Popov, former Dragon, to the net. Bounces to Frolov. Near dot. Goal line, Marcinkiewicz back for Frolov, and Roy cut down the angle. Underwood, such a smooth skater. He'll pass the puck for his longtime defensive partner in Nathan Balkwill. Kyle Moore tries to dangle around his man, but he's stopped in his tracks. Frolov was the one to deny Moore entry, as we're exactly 4 minutes into the period. If you're just joining us, the score is 3-2. No icing here as Elijah Wilson gets to the puck first. Balkwill makes a play in a tight area, though, and Hunter will sauce it on the backhand over to the blue line. Wilson keeps it onside, I suppose. Pizzamenti will race over to the wall, but now Underwood hot on it. And now Underwood, Hunter, and Moore, alongside Jemayev, will get into the offensive end. Jemayev gets it deep, 4.5 minutes in. He'll go up for a line change. Those 3 players replaced by the first line for Columbus: Cody Wickline, Tyler Barrow, and Alex Storjahan. On defense, it's Justin Samaro and Brody Thornton. Thornton knocks that pass down. Barrow with his head up. He'll fire it cross corner. Abdella plays it. 3 River Dragons in the offensive zone. Make it 4 as Samaro, the defenseman, he'll now backtrack. Columbus does not take the puck despite having that many players inside of Pee Dee Ice. Wickline, though, will wrap up one of the Marcinkiewicz twins at the offensive blue line, but man, Pee Dee's so fast in turning it the other direction. You know who else is fast, though? Brody Thornton. Barrow with Thornton. Onside they go. Behind the net, Wickline. Storjahan skates and sends up the dasher. Samaro's shot, though, is blocked. Breakaway, Laikov, and it rolled off of his twig. Roy was aggressive and utilized his paddle to his advantage. Meanwhile, Doherty and Barrow. Barrow will swivel below the goal line. Pass for Samaro, what a save made by Rutherford. He's down, and despite swimming in the crease, got just enough assistance from his teammates 6 minutes into the period. That was unbelievable. Let's head to immediate timeout on that note.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Fans, if you missed it during the pregame, here is how the River Dragons are lining up tonight. No changes from last night outside of Joel Texmo sliding in for Skate Scaldi. Tyler Roy, of course, in between the pipes after Trevor Babin started yesterday evening. Ryan Galvin takes the faceoff. Far dot. Offensive zone for Columbus after Justin Samaro was stonewalled. Adjacent to the stick side of Parker Rutherford, who has not had to make that many saves on high-quality scoring chances this evening. That definitely won. As we have an opponent icing, which is proudly presented by our friends over at Air Force Heating, Air, and Plumbing. The shots on goal are 15 to 13, Pee Dee. Here's Patrick Marcinkiewicz. You talk about collecting a puck in stride and onside and setting up a scoring chance. Here is Frolov, patient. Roy stay true to the far post. Frolov with Galvin all over him. Doherty on the hunt. Moved along, straight back into the possession of Josh Colton, number 5 on defense. No blue liner for the River Dragons has more power play goals than Josh, as here's Joel Texmo taking the puck away. He goes sliding behind the net. The goal remains on its posts. Now the puck next to Tyler Roy. Far side wall. Galvin, Robinson, Colton, and Welsh all digging for it. Now Patekin on the backhand will spin and send. Welsh picks it off. Active inside of his own end is Galvin, but Houston Wilson the keep. He'll twirl, rink wide onto the tape of Della Savita. His pass too hot to handle for Welsh. 6:35 into the period. Excuse me, 7:35 into the period. Welsh from behind the net. Moore, Galvin, and Joel Texmo defending. On defense, it's Colton and Patekin. Now Patekin's got it. Moore up ahead. He deflects the puck, so no icing. He'll take a lap around Rutherford. On the backhand, he'll filter it for Ryan Hunter. Left point, Balkwill. Right side, Underwood, kicked away. Moore with a bid. Balkwill, a slap pass over to the wall. Hunter's feed for Jemayev misses both number 71 and Kirk Underwood. But perhaps some confidence on this shift. Hunter will chip and chase. Underwood playing up front. At least on this shift, Jemayev covering the back. Turning and shooting is Hunter. That one whistled right by Rutherford. Here's a foot race. Houston Wilson will win it and pass the puck for Lytkov. Balkwell, though, near dot, will softly lay it north. Onto the stick of Miguel Diaz, who goes D to D. Dominic Marcinkiewicz sets up Lytkov, who will lay it to the outskirts of the offensive zone. Miguel Diaz in search of a tip. Roy is super aggressive. Dominic's again a shot. Balkwell gets his body in the way. 10:47 left to go here in the second. The IceCats have a 3-2 lead. The only goal of this period to Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Here's Ryan Hunter against Nicholas Miguel Diaz. Jemayev calling for a penalty as Hunter was hauled down by the defending of Miguel Diaz. Offside on the combination of Storjahan and Wickline. Barrow had the puck coming in over the attacking line with 10:23 left. For Tyler Barrow, of course, his goal was his 37th, now tied with Patrick Marcinkiewicz again for the league lead. For Alexander Jemayev, who scored shorthanded, that was his 12th lead. Barrow, Wickline, shoots, misses the glove hand of Rutherford. Out to center, Patrick Marcinkiewicz across the ice. Hamilton, the quick dish. Patrick's has it back. He'll dance through the legs of Samaro, who picks the puck back up. And on the backhand, he'll pass the puck through the middle. Brody Thornton makes the recovery. IceCats still send it in on Roy. Thornton with a bouncer. His attempt to settle it successful. Samaro will move it up ahead for Barrow. Barrow has Doherty waiting at the right point. Now at the circle, Doherty shoots. Fought off by Rutherford. His centering pass went past Stefanini, Samaro, and Thornton. And it found one River Dragon, that Tyler Roy. There's a turnover. Robinson does not score. He missed the net. Marcinkiewicz across. Belasavita. Welsh from a sharp angle. He has support in Robinson, who will miss the cage again. River Dragons could use a clear here. And Brody Thornton can't get it past the line. Tyler Roy will stop play. Doherty and Popoff came together. Popoff in a good amount of discomfort, holding on to his arm. Okie doke, we'll be right back. Fans, would you like Ryan Galvin's jersey straight off of his back from tonight's game? Well, here's your chance. Scan that QR code in the lower left-hand corner of your screen to purchase raffle tickets for your chance to own the jersey of number 28 straight off of his back. And by the way, if you purchase the $50 tier, that gets you some bonus entries, so you have even more chances to win the prize. tomorrow night, Nathan Balkwell's jersey will be up for grabs. The IceCats at the top, Abdullah. That was a weak pass to the front, but it may work out for Pee Dee. Roy stretched all the way out to the post. Elijah Wilson, his first game as an IceCat. Welsh from behind the net, one-timer over the shoulder of Roy. Right now, the IceCats keeping the puck away from their net. We've seen some grade A opportunities for the River Dragons, most notably here in the second period, Justin Samaro. That puck goes into the net 9 out of 10 times. Here is Colton shooting. It's a good glove save made there by Rutherford, despite a big body in front, and Kyle Moore. Tyler Roy has 15 saves on 18 IceCat shots, while Parker Rutherford has stopped 13 River Dragon attempts at the net. This will be a lollipop feed to the opposing blue line. Balkwill says none of that. Tyler Barrow will twirl and skate. Dominic Marcinkiewicz takes the puck and nearly found the back of the net, connecting with Houston Wilson, who had just fanned on that saucer feed across the ice. From one of the two Latvian forwards for Pee Dee. Here's Barrow on the rush with Wickline. Wickline engulfed by Razulov. And Razulov with the puck on his forehand will throw it off the high glass. Marcinkiewicz the tap. Razulov on the offensive. Turnover. Razulov caught in deep. Barrow and Storjahan. Barrow for Storjahan. He whacked it out of midair, but sent it to the corner. Meanwhile, Houston Wilson all the way around the net. Delayed penalty on the River Dragons because, of course, Lakov hits the back glass and Storjahan touches up. Brody Thornton, the one to go to the box. It's certainly been a weekend of officiating. We'll see what that one was for. Columbus has already scored a shorthanded goal tonight. That's the plus. 2 minutes for a hook on Brody Thornton. How about that keep from Miguel Diaz? Far circle, the shot. Whistles by Roy's pad. Welsh. Houston Wilson. Whacked by Miguel Diaz. And forcefully cleared by Josh Colton. Alexander Jemayev on the ice. There's a short-ended takeaway at center right on cue. Man, Jemayev's ability defensively, simply outstanding. Entered the weekend with the best plus-minus on the team, plus 18. Here are the numbers on the penalty kill entering play tonight. That number has only gone up for Columbus. Jemayev may have been interfered with at center. He looked to the referee. Ryan Hunter on the backhand. Jemayev will clear it all the way down the sheet behind Rutherford. The power play for Pee Dee disjointed. That's a testament to the River Dragons' performance on the kill. Here's a chance to tie the game. It's Moore with Stefanini. Moore shoots. Blocker saved by Rutherford. The shorthanded chances are there, though, for Columbus. That's what that rush tells me. And Stefanini will work out shorthanded again. He shoots. Rutherford made the stop, and he closed the pads. Just the nick of time. There you go. There's a solid penalty kill. You can find the game-tying goal in the final 4:20 of the second. You give yourself more than a fighting chance in the third. Barrow on the ice with Storjahan and Wickline. Here's Wickline. He rushes ahead. Barrow, the trailer, shoots. Rebound. Came out. Patakin now inside of the defensive zone. He'll wheel and whiff on a pass attempt. Falls down to the ice. Robinson stands his ground. Right wing side. Now Barrow did not take it away. Would have been a 2-on-0. But Hamilton was the one who had possession when all said and done. Storjahan still on it. Here's Barrow, blocked. This line every time they're on the ice. Patakin to the net. Hamilton blocks it, but Storjahan picks it up. Far dot. The IceCats get it out. Brody Thornton with his head up. Barrow at the red line will chip it deep. He stays on the ice. Does not go for a change as Doherty passes the puck from the corner to in between the circles, and it results in a Pee Dee penalty. That's 2 minutes for slashing on the IceCats. Dominic Marcinkiewicz to the sin bin. Columbus to the power play when we come back.
The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Columbus, it's time to show your pride with official River Dragons merchandise. Every piece lets you take Columbus hockey with you wherever you go. Stand with your team, show your colors, and bring the energy of the ice to your everyday. Get your River Dragons gear today and wear your loyalty to your club loud and proud. Let's go Dragons! 2 minutes for slashing to Dominic Marcinkiewicz, who takes a seat in the penalty box. Just the second penalty taken by Pee Dee. One in the first, one in the second. The River Dragons power play in the first period was cut short due to a Columbus penalty taken. The puck won back by the Dragons. Here's Colton. A give and go with Thornton. Colton shoots. Knocked down by Rutherford. The rebound's loose, and he will get the cover. 11 seconds into the, or Public's power play, I should say. So here's the save for the court penalty kill. It's nice to be on the Public's power play side of things. We love you, Florence Decor. Can Jemayev win another massive face-off? Do I even have to ask? It's number 71. Of course he did. Moore to the blue line. Colton in a tight space on the backhand. He will get it up in the air, but it's gloved down by Pee Dee. and immediately sent onto the goaltender, Roy. A loose puck in the neutral zone, poke checked by Colton, 35 seconds into the power play. Jamea, Doherty, got a tip on it. Rutherford was there. Jamea, far corner, Thornton. Moore behind the net, ridden down. That's a penalty on the IceCats. That's the penalty that Kyle Moore should have gotten called in his favor last night. And instead, he was called for the penalty, argued the call, then got a 10-minute misconduct. Tonight, much better. Jacob Hamilton to the box. All is right in the world, or at least all is right in Florence. Exactly 2 minutes to go in the period. The River Dragons will skate 5-on-3. Barrow, Wickline, Storjahan, Underwood, and Hunter on the ice. A face-off win is massive, and the River Dragons have got it. Hunter, a lethal weapon at the right circle. Hunter, goal line, Storjahan. Hunter has the puck bleed off of his stick. He's got it back now. Storjahan will switch up with Barrow below the goal line. Barrow comes out to the top of the zone. Tyler Barrow, one-timer, Hunter, and Rutherford got over. Short-handed, the IceCats will clear. Underwood will begin his approach. A between the legs, drop pass for Alex Storjahan. Alex Storjahan wears number 4 for the River Dragons, 7 power play goals this season. Here's Tyler Barrow. Goal line, Hunter. Storjahan shoots, scores! Alex Storjahan finds the back of the net, and we're tied 3-3. And the River Dragons scored that goal while on the 5-on-3, so they're still skating 5-on-4 for the final 60 seconds of the second period. They can take the lead here. Barrow, Wickline, Storjahan. Barrow's got it back. Barrow from the dot to the right. Hunter, Underwood, save Rutherford, and out of the zone. Expect the River Dragons to be super aggressive here in the final half minute of the period. Storjahan will filter it. Near wall, Barrow. Underwood has Hunter at the right circle, and Rutherford watches it go into the breadbasket. Now we are going to have a kerfuffle. There's a lot going on here. Every single player on the ice has a dance partner. Gloves and buckets are off. It's got to be Tyler Barrow, no? The River Dragon involved has his jersey all the way off. So my vision on his number is a tad difficult at the moment. Jersey back on. That is Tyler Barrow. And the IceCats want to put on a show. Jordan Popoff always puts on a show. That's getting a little ridiculous. But Popoff, a fan favorite here in Florence, just like he was in Columbus. So you can't hate on somebody for loving the game of hockey, but I think that was a little bit over the top, just in my opinion. Tyler Barrow off to the locker room, too. Not just Jordan Popoff. With just 22 seconds left in the period, no matter what the penalty is, the frame is over for both players. You know, Jordan Popoff didn't play in last night's game. He's, spent the season as a healthy scratch. He's played on some nights, when Gary Graham figures his presence is needed in the lineup. And tonight, a Saturday night, the second of 3 games against a heated division rival with a very large crowd on hand. I'm not surprised to see him get engaged in the extracurricular activities. But to go after the best player on the opposing team. Noted. We'll be right back.
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks.
You forgot popcorn.
Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better. 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom?
Coach, can families run that play too?
Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons.
The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the Lair on Friday, March 27th and Saturday, March 28th, as the club takes on the Bonville Moccasins. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we wear red, remembering everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m. with the atmosphere expected to be electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score! Let's go, Dragons!
River Dragons penalty on number 8, Tyler Barrow, with 5 minutes for fighting. Penalty on number 25 of the IceCats, Jordan Popoff.
Two minutes for instigating on Jordan Popoff and 5 minutes for fighting to number 25 on the blue line for Pee Dee, while Tyler Barrow just gets the 5 minutes for fighting. 2 straight 5-on-3s for the River Dragons in this second period. They scored on the first. It was Alex Storjahan. Just 18 or 22 seconds left to go in the period. Four seconds put onto the clock. Take it. Wickline wins the puck back. River Dragons need a clean zone entry. They have it. Here's Wickline. He'll turn. Puck on his forehand. 12 seconds to go in the frame. River Dragons can get set up here. No need to rush. Underwood down to the corner. Moore from the corner. Passes, picked off by Abdallah. That'll do it. The River Dragons will be on the Publix power play for (1 minute and 36 seconds) when we come back for the third. But for now, we'll send it to a commercial timeout. The River Dragons and the IceCats even at 3 goals aside.
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks.
You forgot popcorn.
Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better. 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom?
Coach, can families run that play too?
Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons.
The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the lair on Friday, March 27th and Saturday, March 28th, as the club takes on the Monroe Moccasins. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we wear red, remembering everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m. with the atmosphere expected to be electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score! Let's go, Dragons!
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Playing for an ultra?
We playing for ultras? Brace you for an ultra?
Put an ultra on it. Don't forget, there's ultras on the line. I didn't.
Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right? Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca.
Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here. Have a great party, guys.
That really is the perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
"40 minutes down, 20 minutes left to go." Liam Gotimer back here with you inside of the broadcast booth at the Florence Center in South Carolina. The score, 3-aside. The opening goal of the game was scored at 2:41 of the first period. A blue line drive from Jacob Hamilton. Jacob is tonight's best of the game. The goal for Hamilton was assisted by Dominik Marcinkiewicz, one of the two Latvian twins on the Pee Dee IceCats. The secondary helper to Alexander Laikov. The tally was scored at even strength for Pee Dee. And the home side, just as they did yesterday evening, took a 1-0 lead. At 8:43 of the same period, Pee Dee would extend their advantage from 1 to 2. It would be Vadim Frolov, number 18, assisted by number 8, Denis Zajcik, and number 4, Dominic Delasavita. Both goals for Pee Dee at that point at even strength. The River Dragons would get themselves on the board at 16:49 of the first with an even strength marker of their own. It would be Tyler Barrow, number 8, assisted by Alex Storjahan and Cody Wicklon. This was an outstanding tic-tac-toe passing play between the three players, Wickline, Barrow, and Storjahan. Barrow, the recipient. And it got the River Dragons on the board for the first time in the game. At 19:37 of the first, yes, with just under half a minute to go in the frame, while the IceCats were on the power play, Alexander Jemayev would light the lamp. The goal came unassisted, blocker side on the goaltender for Pee Dee, Parker Rutherford. So the score was 2-2 after 20. In the second, the IceCats would score early, 61 seconds in. Patrick Marcinkiewicz. It would be an even strength goal assisted by Alexander Lykov. It came directly after the power play had ended for the IceCats. So it does not go down as a power play goal against for the River Dragons. Marcinkiewicz, though, with the tally, reties Tyler Barrow for the league lead in goals around the FPHL. The score would stand at 3-2 IceCats until the 18:55 mark of the second, while the River Dragons were up 2 men. It would be Alex Storjahan, number 4, who would light the lamp, assisted by Tyler Barrow and Ryan Hunter. Hunter had an assist last night on a Storjahan power play goal. Tonight, Ryan Hunter and Tyler Barrow, I should say, the exact same. Good to see some chemistry continuing to build in the River Dragons special teams, which has not been an issue at all season. Columbus's power play humming. They continue to produce at the rate that they have. They'll be near 30% in no time. In no time. Okay, sorry. I had to say the word time and no, no, go, okay. Once again, the goal at 18:55. That tied the score at 3. And that is where we stand after 40 minutes. The goaltenders, Parker Rutherford, after 2 periods, he has made 19 saves on 22 shots, while Tyler Roy for Columbus has denied 25 of 28. The shots on goal leaders, well, for Pee Dee, leading the way is Vadim Frolov. He has 7. That leads all skaters. While for the River Dragons, no player has more bids to the Pee Dee net than Alex Storjahan, who has 4, including 1. That tickled the twine. That, for Storjahan, the 3rd goal of the night for the River Dragons. And a drive that just came from the right circle. Storjahan has his 21st of the year. The penalties, 5 penalties on each side. At least we're evened up. The IceCats have to kill off the remainder of an instigator minor taken by Jordan Popoff. He also got a 5-minute major. Could have gotten an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty as well for his theatrics after his quote-unquote fight with Tyler Barrow. I was not able to see much of it. The broadcast booth here in Florence, not too close to where that scrum took place. Popoff went off, as did Barrow. We will see the both of them at some point in the 3rd period. The River Dragons, though, as a result of Popoff's instigator minor, will be on the power play for nearly an entire 2 minutes to begin the 3rd. The puck drops, by the way, on the 3rd in 11 minutes and 5 seconds. I'm going to step aside for a quick moment. When we come back, I'll take you all on another drive around the Federal Prospects Hockey League. It's the Out of Town Scoreboard, brought to you by Zelmo's Zip It.
You're not the only one.
Hey, it's Bill, your foodie guy, and you know I love food, right? So we've teamed up with Mike and Ed's Barbecue in Columbus on Schaumburg Road and our friends at Pepsi Buffalo Rock to create $1 Wing Wednesday. Look what I've got here. I've got a pile of wings, I've got my celery, and I've got my free Pepsi. I'll see you at Mike and Ed's on Schaumburg Road in Columbus. $1 Wing Wednesday. See you there.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back to Florence. Liam Gotimer back here with you. Our drive around the Federal Prospects Hockey League is now here. Thank you, Zelmo Zippin. We will begin our drive in Danbury. The Hat-Tricks down 4-0 to the Binghamton Black Bears. What else is new? The Black Bears are running over every team in the Empire Division. Remember when I said the Twin City Thunderbirds had gained a level of revenge on the Athens Rock Lobsters after last night? Well, Pepperidge Farms remembers 3-2. The Rock Lobsters are in front. 3 unanswered for Athens. The Port Huron Prowlers, they are visiting the Watertown Wolves. That game in the second period as well. 1-1. Port Huron with a goal, the Wolves with a goal. Also with the score at 1 apiece, it's Topeka in Indiana. The Sentinels jumped out to a 1-0 lead. The Scarecrows knotted us up. The Biloxi Breakers and the Blue Ridge Bobcats, tough times for Biloxi, 4-1. Bobcats in front on home ice. One other game to tell you about. The puck has now dropped on it. Monroe and Baton Rouge, the Battle of the Bayou. A goal aside, that game in the first period. Thank you to our friends over at Zelmo Zippin for our drive tonight around the FPHL. The Continental Division is led by the Athens Rock Lobsters, who entering play tonight have 101 points. Monroe 5 points behind Athens. Both of those teams have clinched their spot in the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. The River Dragons have yet to do so, but a win tonight will go a long way. They are in third place. They have 87 points. In fourth, the Pee Dee IceCats, who Columbus is taking on this evening. They are 21 points below the River Dragons in the standings, despite gaining 3 to the River Dragons' none last night. In fifth, the Twin City Thunderbirds. They have 58 points, while in sixth, Baton Rouge, and in seventh, the worst team in the entire FPHL statistically, the Biloxi Breakers. The Empire is led by the Binghamton Black Bears. They have 119 points. How many will they get? We'll see. The Port Huron Prowlers, they are tied tonight, but you could say you can go up being in second place, but no, they can't. First place in the entire FPHL to the Binghamton Black Bears. The Topeka Scarecrows are in third. They have the same exact amount of points as the Blue Ridge Bobcats. In fifth, the Danbury Hat-Tricks. In sixth, the Watertown Wolves. And in seventh, the second fewest amount of points in the entire league. That's the Indiana Sentinels, who have 32, trailing Watertown by 12 points for that 6th spot. Try and get out of the basement of the Empire before the season comes to a close. We have 5 minutes on the intermission clock here at the Florence Center. One final commercial timeout coming your way. Then, when we return, please enjoy All Hands Plays, brought to you by our friends over at Columbus Hand Institute, followed by the puck dropping on the third with the score 3-3.
Dad, are we there yet?
Not even close.
Sweet.
Have we gone too far? Maybe, but life's too short not to.
The Subaru Forester Hybrid, 581 miles per tank. Love goes the extra mile.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Every day we're on the road, dedicated to servicing our community and neighbors. At Air Force Heating and Air, we're committed to your family's comfort all year round. Whether you need repairs, maintenance, or new system installation, the Air Force team is here for you, residential and commercial. Plus, we offer duct cleaning and sealant services, air quality and virus protection, and plumbing. Call Air Force Heating and Air today. Serving you is our top priority.
Oh my cheese. The new OM cheeseburger from Applebee's. We took our juicy all-beef patty, melty American cheese, crispy applewood smoked bacon, spicy honey mustard, and fries, and put it on a sizzling skillet of cheese. So push the cheese, pull the cheese, love the cheese. Too much cheese? Never. Applebee's new OM cheeseburger for $11.99, also on our 2 for $25 menu.
Thornton at the blue line. Here comes a 2-on-1 rush. Thornton across. They score! Thornton to Wickline to the back of the net. 5-2 River Dragons. Hunter on the backhand, down the boards. Wickline, Storjahan. Storjahan, Barrow. Barrow, Hunter scores! This game is tied, and it's Cody Wickline! Barrow scores! An absolutely gorgeous goal from Tyler Barrow! Minutes on the clock, both teams on the sheet. The Columbus River Dragons and the Pee Dee IceCats for the final of 3 regulation periods of hockey tonight in Florence. My name is Liam Gotimer, Columbus, in tonight's game with 3 goals from, in this order, Tyler Barrow. No player outside of Patrick Smarcinkevics has more goals than Tyler Barrow, or as many goals, I should say, as Tyler Barrow. They have 37 apiece. Alexander Jemayev and Alex Storjahan. Storjahan scored in the second, the previous 2 in the first. Columbus in this third period will skate from left to right. They will skate 5-on-4. They open up with Alex Torjahan, Cody Wickline, Josh Colton, Ryan Hunter, and Kyle Moore, with Tyler Barrow in the penalty box, serving the remainder of his 5-minute major for fighting. In goal, it's Tyler Roy, who has made 25 saves through the opening 2 periods. Short-handed for PD, it'll be Houston Wilson, Timur Razulov, the player with the puck, Dominic Smarson-Kevics, and Jacob Hamilton. In goal remains Parker Rutherford. The penalty is to Jordan Popov, 2 minutes for instigating. Kyle Moore was the overtime hero in the last River Dragon home game. That against the Monroe Moccasins, but his offensive opportunity thwarted by the combination of Dominic's and Patrick Smarson-Kevics. Josh Colton falls down after trying to deal with the combination of those two twins. He works the puck up ice for Moore, though. Hunter does not keep it onside. Offside, whistle down. Hunter confused. The power play more than halfway over. Kyle Moore taking the place of Tyler Barrow on this power play. Abdullah will send it all the way down. And by the way, I know we're a minute in, but this is Liam Gotimer saying, it's go time on the third. Wickline around the net. May have hit the side of the cage with his stick, or Rutherford got a piece with his paddle. Either way, the puck stays out. Turnover and Frolov. He made the recovery, though, ahead of Doherty. We'll be back to even strength here in about 10 seconds. The puck deflected in by Jemayev. One last opportunity for the River Dragons on this power play. Doherty from the corner. Jemayev digs it out of the pile. His pass, though, right in the lane of Frolov as the Public's power play is over. The IceCats to full strength. This will not be an icing on PD, so they can execute a wholesale line change. Should see Tyler Barrow back around the 16-minute mark. As Scott Doherty near wall. Jemayev from behind the net. Defending feverishly, Della Savita and Robinson. Those two able to fork it free. Meanwhile, Welsh on the offensive. He'll drift left and ring it off of the crossbar. Oh my, that shot was from way downtown. Underwood will ladle it to the end boards and smoothly skate off for a line change. Della Savita up the ice. Robinson passes it over to the right wing. The dangle from Welsh, who just hit the crossbar. He had nothing going on, so Galvin will take a hit to make a play. He's smudged up at the wall, but he got it deep. Behind the net, Thornton, he had trouble with it. Hamilton will move it, and Benjamin Pizzamenti, the former Dragon, onto the tape of Houston Wilson, who gains the line and fires. It hit a body out in front. The pass for Hamilton, intercepted by Samaro. He's got a man, it's Galvin, and it's punched aside by Rutherford. That the best chance of the period for Columbus. Samaro has the puck back. The bomb off of the stick of Moore, and his stick shattered. Lykov and Wilson trying to come back is Thornton, and Thornton applied just enough pressure to Lykov to make sure that pass was not 100% for Houston Wilson, and what do you know, Wilson couldn't handle it. A tip of the cap to you, Brody Thornton. A quarter of Moore's stick is still inside of IceCat ice as Dominic Smarson-Kevics rink wide. One-timer. That was Hunter who had Lightkov's stick in a knot. A backhand by Miguel Diaz. The puck loose at the side of the cage. Hustling to the spot is Storjahan. And Storjahan will work to the middle. Active stick from Miguel Diaz. Storjahan will try again. He gets it over to the near wing where Hunter will get air under the biscuit and chase after it alongside two teammates. Here's Patakin at the point. He'll dish it all the way across. Storjahan lays it back. Shooting is Hunter. Save made by Rutherford. And fanning on the rebound is Patakin, who had pinched up from the top. Patakin will dump it in again. The River Dragons have tilted the ice in their favor. Will a goal come as a result of that? Stefanini on the backhand, next to his bench. Moore with a fresh twig. He'll pull up. Left circle, now right side. Stefanini, the cycle kept moving by Jemayev. Moore with the puck on his forehand. Jemayev goes skate to stick. He'll crisscross with Moore. Coming together inadvertently is Stefanini and Moore. The puck still in the IceCats zone. Finally, Zaitchik able to get it out to the neutral zone, but Jemayev will maintain positioning, stay onside, and bank it off of the boards for Stefanini. Jemayev has it, offensive zone, fights off not one, not two, but three IceCats as Rutherford gets down to stop a slapper that saw a tip before getting to him. That may have been the best shift of any River Dragon all season by Alexander Jemayev. Here's Kyle Moore. He'll dangle. Behind the net, Galvin, he tries to fight through two IceCats. Prolov, the one to come away with the puck. His pass up the ice deflects off of Balkwill and goes all the way below the goal line, so we have no icing. A centering feed for Hamilton, and Roy, biggest save of the game for number 35. What a start to this third period. We're 6:05 in. The heart's pumping. Robinson shoots. That's waffle boarded aside by Roy. Della Savita, D to D for Hamilton, and Hamilton will bank it off of the end boards. The puck comes dangerously close to Tyler Roy. That was Kirk Underwood, the captain, who came back to assist his goaltender. Meanwhile, Doherty, he'll feather a feed through an IceCat body. Joel Texmo has his man all tied up at the wall. Houston Wilson, the one to come away with it. In the neutral zone, the River Dragons have possession, and Samaro up for Doherty. Doherty gets the puck deep. Miguel Diaz to Lightcov. Neither Thornton nor Hunter could hold the line, but Hunter will airlift it into the IceCat zone anyway. Hunter's had a real nice game tonight as we have an offside on Pee Dee. Let's go to a media timeout.
Sorry we're late. Runs in the family, right?
Who are you?
Simple. We get inside, find the cooler, fill it with Pepsi.
Isn't that breaking and entering?
No, it's just entering.
I'm not seeing a cooler.
No problem.
That pool's for us. There's no lifeguard.
This is Aunt Joni. She's married to Uncle Phil. He's from Boca.
Aunt Joni, how is your husband, Phil?
Dead, but I'm very much alive.
I don't quite know.
Can I help you with that?
Oh my gosh, thank you.
To Will and Diane, you go together like Pepsi and hot dogs.
Oh, that's so us, babe.
Pepsi, I'm not needed here.
Have a great party, guys. That really is the perfect combo. Are your friends in the blue Pepsi truck coming over too?
Abort! I'm not sorry for bringing flavor!
The shots on goal here in this third period, 2-2. Seems like a lot more than that. 35-28 Pee Dee for the game. The goaltenders, Parker Rutherford, 25 out of 28. Tyler Roy, 32 out of 35. Officially. Tyler Barrow and Jordan Popoff both came out of the penalty box after that last whistle and media timeout. Barrow is back, and he's on the ice. Della Savita will shoot and score. The River Dragons, I should say, a better team by a country mile to begin this third period, and well, it's the IceCats that score first on a shot from the outside. Della Savita on defense for Pee Dee. Fifth of the year for Della Savita, as meanwhile Robinson, that into the breadbasket of Roy. This game not over yet, folks. Still a lot of time on the clock. So don't fret, Dragons fans, it'll be okay. The River Dragons forwards, Alex Storjahan, Kyle Moore, and Scott Doherty. Storjahan rink wide, Moore over skates. He comes together with Popoff. And Welsh will toss it. Brody Thornton waiting for the puck to stop. And he'll get support in his partner in Somero. In over the line onside, it's Doherty. His pass intercepted, and he shoved Popoff after the fact and gives him another one. Popoff does absolutely nothing. Probably used his mouth, not his hands. And why engage at all if you're Jordan Popoff, right? Your team's up 1 in the third period as Roy with a glorious glove save at 8:45 of the third. A special thank you to everybody watching tonight's game on the River Dragons Broadcast Network. Our appreciation to all of you is immense. I'd also like to give a shout out to our friends over here in Pee Dee for providing us a clean feed all weekend. So off of the face-off, it's Houston Wilson who will come away. Right side, Miguel Diaz, past the stick of Dominic Smarson-Kevics. Turning into some open spaces like Cobb. Here is Wilson shooting, pad save, rebound, and Roy dove. And he may have gotten a piece of that puck. If he did, that could be a game saver for Columbus. Like Cobb on the attack. He is absolutely destroyed by Kyle Moore. And now Moore gets boarded by Dominic Smarson-Kevics. That was a ridiculous response there from Dominic's. You hope Kyle Moore is okay. He went flying headfirst into the wall. This should be a 5-minute major. Dominic's going to the box, and Kyle Moore is still down. He now puts his helmet back on. He has not gotten back up yet. That was a heavy and hard collision, head first into the boards. And when you have plays like that, you just can't mess around. What a warrior. Kyle Moore gets back up on his skates. He's hunched over, he'll go off to the bench. But Dominic Smarson-Kevics should have 5 minutes up on the clock. I know Dominic's from my time in Atlanta. He was a good guy back then. Same thing for his brother, Patrick. I'm sure they're still very good guys, but they've had an interesting season in their first year in the FPHL. They're both gamers, that's for sure. But that, I don't think, was clean. And if I'm Kirk Underwood standing next to Nicholas McGill-Diaz, I mean, the officials are taking a look at the play on the iPad, which means they are reviewing for a 5-minute major. McGill-Diaz, the one who seems more animated than Kirk Underwood, which tells me McGill-Diaz is trying to plead his case as to why this shouldn't be more than 2 minutes. Which would then mean the two referees in the penalty box are heavily considering a 5-minute major penalty. Dominik Marcinkevics, 5'9", 160 pounds, out of Riga, Latvia, playing alongside his twin brother Patrick's. That was a clean hit there from Kyle Moore, who had leveled his man inside of the defensive zone. There was no penalty called. Play had continued. And then Dominik saw Moore in a prone position and decided to check him from the back. I don't care how small one player is and how big another is. And you have a player that is not expecting a check to come from behind, and the head is at risk. That's a no-no in hockey or in any sport. Now, of course, the health of Kyle Moore, paramount. I do not see him over on the River Dragon bench. I'd be stunned if he did not go off to the locker room, at least get checked out. If this is a 5-minute major penalty on Dominik Marcinkevics, the River Dragons can score as many times as they'd like. Here's the decision. It's a 5-minute major on Dominik Marcinkevics. Columbus now up a man for the next 5 minutes of game time. If they score a power play goal, they're still on the power play. If they score 6 power play goals in a 3-minute span, guess what? They're still on the power play. Grab your popcorn. Columbus opens up the man advantage with the following players: Tyler Barrow, Cody Wickline, Alex Storjahan, Ryan Hunter, Kirk Underwood. Cody Wickline in the dot. Can he win the puck back against Dennis Zaitchik? It's a 5-minute major for boarding. Zaitchik wins it back for his team, and Della Savita, who untied this score in the third period, will get it past the blue line. The power play, as always, presented by Publix. This keep away from Pee Dee continues. They've been doing it all weekend long. Still have the puck as Patrick Marcinkevics with a shorthanded bid. Now on the fly, it's Barrow with Storjahan. Barrow gains the zone. Underwood continues to skate. He winds up in the corner, he's double teamed. His initial pass was closed off. He does successfully move it from the near side to the far side for Tyler Barrow. Wickline, Storjahan. He falls down as he connected with Razulov And Patrick Marcinkiewicz, with his back turned to Tyler Barrow, will feather a feed for a teammate, and it's dumped onto Tyler Roy. 55 seconds into the power play. Columbus does not change units. Shorthanded chance for Houston Wilson, but Barrow got to the spot just in time. Storjahan a give and go with Barrow. Barrow skates into the puck. Storjahan, Hunter, high slot, and Rutherford with the skate. He has not made a save better than that one this evening. Hunter got every last inch of that. Colton sends his man spinning. Hunter will slip by his man at the wall. One-timer from Colton, his stick shattered. Moore moves it quickly. Hunter atop the zone. A new twig for Colton. Will Jemayev set him up? He will. Colton, right dot, Moore, skate to stick. Jemayev already with a goal tonight. The blast from Colton, he whiffed on the one-timer after breaking his stick on the previous one. Kyle Moore in a tight area. Jemayev, high slot, and Rutherford shuts it down. .201 into the 5-minute major penalty to Dominic Marcinkiewicz. We will go to a 60-second commercial break.
All right, here's the game plan. Tickets, food, drinks. You forgot popcorn. Popcorn, please. I'm talking about the family 4-pack.
That's a new play?
Even better. 4 tickets to a River Dragons game, 4 Chick-fil-A entrees, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, 4 popcorns, all for just $40. Boom!
Did somebody say boom? Coach, can families run that play too? Only if they act fast. Clock's ticking.
The family 4-pack, 4 tickets, $40. We'll see you at the rink. Let's go, Dragons.
The Columbus River Dragons are back inside of the Lair on Friday, March 27th and Saturday, March 28th, as the club takes on the Bonville Moccasins. The puck drops at 7:35 p.m. on Friday, where we wear red, remembering everyone deployed. Then on Saturday, the puck drops at 7:05 p.m. with the atmosphere expected to be electric. Get your tickets at the Columbus Civic Center box office now or by visiting ourdragons.com. He shoots and you score! Let's go, Dragons!
The River Dragons skating 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes and 59 seconds. This is Liam Gotimer here with you following a media timeout here in the third period. A third period in which the IceCats have taken the lead. Dominic Della Savita with a blue line wrister. Alexander Jemayev with Scott Doherty and Kyle Moore, his wingers. Josh Colton and Brody Thornton on defense. He wins the puck away from Zajac. So here's Kyle Moore. He's wrapped up along the dasher, and Patrick Marcinkiewicz. He's on the ice in every single situation. Even strength, penalty kill, power play. Even with his twin in the box. As Brody Thornton will race ahead, he has to contend with the stick of Miguel Diaz, who rides him into the corner. Thinking about pinching up his Moore, he does, and he keeps it in. Brody Thornton trying to gain body position on Abdella, and he can't. Marcinkiewicz will squeeze right by Doherty and get into the offensive zone for Pee Dee with 7:45 to go here in the third. Moore keep away from Pee Dee, and you know the game's just not fun this way, I'll tell you. Let's move the puck up the ice and try to make a play. Pee Dee does just that, just what the doctor ordered. And now the River Dragons have the puck. It's like when you're playing the NHL video game and your opponent, they grab a 1-0 lead, they just decide to just skate back with the puck. And those are the most frustrating moments of all. Not intentional from Pee Dee, just trying to execute a strategy that'll win them the game. Here's Kirk Underwood, offensive zone. Good stick work from the captain. He'll roll it around. Hunter shoves his man down to the sheet. That was Della Savita who's defending. Storjahan, though, coughs it up And it's cleared past the stick of Underwood, who had raised it in the air in an attempt to knock it down. He could not. Barrow far side, Storjahan, he'll go spinning. A slap, send from Hamilton to center. 60 seconds to go on the power play. Hunter looking for Barrow. Wickline touched the puck, and it deflected straight to Frolov. Dominic Marcinkiewicz out of the box in 45 seconds. So Underwood will move it softly. Right on it is Frolov. He throws a reverse hit onto his man. Hunter, though, number 88, inside of his own zone, will turn back, create some space, and now Tyler Barrow will maneuver up ahead. Barrow, his pass for Hunter, deflects off of an IceCat stick and out. The 5-minute major power play will be over in 15 seconds. Barrow looking for one last chance, and Rutherford squeezes everything up. Zajac and Jemayev in the dot, the two best face-off men for each club. False start, and the linesman throws Jemayev out. So Moore will take it. And Doherty comes into the dot to help out. Jemayev on the backhand. Colton, what a save made by Rutherford, who stacked the pads. That was sensational, Parker Rutherford. Unorthodox, sure, but that's good stuff right there from number 30 in black. You got to give credit to your opponent where it's due sometimes. Jemayev kicked out of the dot once again. Scott Doherty beside himself, watching from the outside of the circle. One last clear for Pee Dee, and that'll tilt the ice in your favor and then some, killing off a 5-minute major power play, especially against a team that already has a power play goal against you in both games in the 3-game series so far. Here's Doherty from behind the net. He has to contend with both Razulov and Robinson, who are aggressive after the puck. Slap shot into the catching glove of Rutherford. That was Colton who took it. Final media timeout of regulation time. See you in 60 seconds.
It doesn't get an off day, does it?
Neither do the standards. Getting here is part of the job.
Staying ready is the rest.
Ice looks good today.
Doesn't matter if it's the road, the rink, or the grind. You need something that shows up every time.
Longevity?
Season after season.
Mileage?
All day, every day.
Kind of young sung hero, huh?
Same reason people trust us. Toyota, reliable wherever the grind takes you.
Tenth meeting of the season between the River Dragons and the IceCats. Columbus leads the season series 5-4. after falling last night 5-3. Tonight, it's 4-3. Galvin goes down on the draw, but his team has possession. Stefanini shoved off. Stefanini brought his opposite number Popoff down after the fact. Crowd, I don't think, liked that too much. As Pizzamenti at the circle. Roy makes sure to get a glove on it. So Justin Somero picks up the puck inside of his own zone. With under 5 minutes to play here in the final frame as Barrow messed with up along the near wing in the offensive zone. He looked to the official who had no answer for him. Wickline, Barrow, and Storjahan on the ice. Storjahan has it cleanly on his tape. Miguel Diaz, though, the poke check, and it'll turn into a 2-on-1. Dominic Marcinkiewicz across for Alexander Laikov, and how about Brody Thornton? He made the play initially, but a great ace still comes. Laikov does not hit the net. .348 to go. Barrow, patient. He'll swivel. Tape to tape. Brody Thornton. Thornton. Barrow. Flubbed the shot. Abdella off of the high glass to the neutral zone where Jemayev is on it. 3:25 left to go here in the third period. The River Dragons trail 4-3. The go-ahead goal to Dominic Della Savita as a slapper from the wall. That was Ryan Hunter hitting IceCat. Underwood pinches up. Marcinkiewicz will whack it north. And he and Frolov will work out with one another. Diving was Balkwill. So Frolov, content with holding the puck around the net, comes to Patrick's. Hamilton, straight on. Right side, Zajac. The pass for Patrick's. That hit a body. And now on the rush come the River Dragons. How about the IceCats again, gloving the puck down at center? That was Zajac. Zajac, a player who does a lot of the little things really well for Pee Dee. Zajac's got the puck. Takes a hit to the back from Colton. A clean hit to the back. Storjahan with 2:20 left. Cross corner the dump in. Barrow looks behind him to see who's trailing. It's Colton. Give and go between Storjahan and Barrow. Barrow at the circle, down low, Doherty to the front, Popoff intercepts and clears. Roy does real well to not touch that puck and recognize that an icing is on the way. Almost certainly a timeout for head coach Bichard to get some fresh legs on the ice. Might be a little early to pull Tyler Roy, but be understandable if he did pull him right now. And there's the timeout. Head coach Bichard will draw up a play. In these situations, perhaps you win the face-off first. Then pull Tyler Roy. But if the IceCats win the faceoff, Columbus could put themselves at risk of giving up an empty net goal. Remember, I'll take you back to Military Appreciation Night. The River Dragons did lose in overtime to Pee Dee, but they did tie the game with the net empty. Coach Josh Colton that night. Tyler Roy is going to go to the bench in favor of the extra attacker with $1:54 remaining. This is Liam Gotimer saying, it's officially go time! Can Columbus tie the game and force the extra session? Or will the IceCats hold on for their second straight win in front of their home fans? It's the IceCats that win the draw. Popoff has an empty net, but he is pressured immediately by the combination of Doherty and Wickline. Colton tries to whack it down the boards. Welsh all over him to the empty net, and Hunter got his stick in the shooting lane just in time. I mean, if Hunter was half a second late, that puck's in the net. Doherty to the blue. Colton blockered away by Rutherford. Good to test the goaltender, though, with the net empty and still plenty of time on your side. Popoff will clear. It hops past the stick of Storjahan, who has Houston Wilson bearing down on him with 69 seconds to go. The puck deflected by Barrow into the netting with 65 seconds left. And the faceoff will come to the neutral zone as a result. Now head coach Pichard has a decision to make. Do you change the unit and perhaps give Hunter and Barrow another opportunity in the final 30 seconds or so, or do you keep everybody where they are? Not only does he keep everybody where they are, he'll put Tyler Roy back in the net. If the River Dragons win the faceoff, Roy's coming. He's out near the hash marks. Further than that. False start on the faceoff. You knew we were going to get one. So many of those already this weekend. But this, a faceoff that you cannot get wrong. It's simply put the biggest faceoff of the game. And Storjahan against Patrick Marcinkiewicz. Marcinkiewicz a natural winger, so that's to the advantage of Columbus. Storjahan is too, but he's played in the middle a little bit. And the River Dragons win it back. Columbus has possession. Roy backs up into the net. Now he comes as Columbus dumps it. Wickline hard on the forecheck. The puck comes all the way out to the empty net. But right there to save the day with 45 seconds left is Kyle Moore. This should be icing on Pee Dee, and it is. That's a big play. That allows Columbus an opportunity to win the faceoff and set something up, even with time dwindling, 37 seconds. Jemayev will take the faceoff with Storjahan directly behind him. Nobody next to Ryan Hunter, who is at the line. The River Dragons win this faceoff. Watch for any player in the vicinity of the faceoff man Jemayev to pass the puck to Hunter. He can score from downtown. Jemayev against Wilson. Jemayev wins it back, and it goes through the legs of Underwood. He has to skate back to the neutral zone and out to the empty net. Dominic Marcinkiewicz, he missed. But 200 feet for Columbus to come now with 22 seconds left. Jemayev hustles. He's got a man on behind. That's Barrow with 15 seconds. Marcinkiewicz clears all the way down. Will the River Dragons get the benefit of an icing? No, they won't. This game is over. The IceCats win by a final score of 4-3. Columbus outshot Pee Dee 7-6 in the third, but the IceCats outscored them 1-0. That's what matters. The final score, once again, 4-3. The final shots on goal total 39-33. IceCats for the game. The River Dragons received goals from Tyler Barrow, Alexander Jemayev, and Alex Storjahan. Jemayev scored shorthanded. Storjahan on the power play. The game-winning goal to Dominic Della Savita. With the loss, the River Dragons fall to a record of 25-15, 4-3-1. They remain at 87 points and will have to wait yet another day to clinch the Commissioner's Cup playoffs. They couldn't have done so tonight, but they could have helped themselves out. The Pee Dee IceCats, they improved to 21-21, 4-1-0. They earned 3 points in the standings. They have 69 points. The River Dragons lose 5-3 last night. They fall 4-3 tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, the third and final game this season here in this building between these two teams. The coverage begins at 2:45 p.m. I can't wait to see you all there. Hopefully to call a River Dragons win, but that's not what we had tonight. The IceCats, the victors in front of their home fans. For the final time tonight, this is Liam Gotimer saying, stay safe, stay well, and as always, let's go River Dragons.
Ladies and gentlemen, quick announcement. Final